What's going on, guys? It is your boy, The Rice Crispy, with a very rare appearance on our YouTube channel. I know you guys are used to seeing Gerard usually putting out the YouTube stuff. He just recently did a bracket video for the G1 that's about to start next week. So it's a pretty rare sighting for yours truly. But I thought that this video was something that I really wanted to cover and do something special for you guys. And we're trying to put out as much content now on the YouTube channel. We're trying to pick it back up again. COVID-19 kind of put a pause on a lot of the plans that we had planned for the year 2020 when it came to how we were going to use this channel. But nonetheless, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I want to do something pretty special for you guys, and it is an unboxing video of an replica IWGP World Heavyweight Champion by none other than the best in the business, JB Toys. JB is probably one of the best belt makers there are in the community. He's got quite the reputation in the wrestling community, and he's got quite the resume to follow, and I'll touch up on some of those things as we showcase the belt here in a second. But before we get into today's video, just a quick reminder to stay up to date with the latest wrestling news and what we're doing on the podcast, and so that you don't miss out on any of our episodes, to follow us at Through the Table on Instagram and on Twitter at 3TPod. That's the number 3, the letter T, P-O-D. And if you want to support us and support the podcast, you can head on over to prowrestlingtees.com/3tpodcast to get one of our designs. Now, this isn't one of our t-shirt designs, but if you like the very simple but very effective message that it's portraying, I'll put a link down below where I know you can find one of these bad boys. Now, without further ado, let's get into the unboxing video. All right, guys, we're back for the unboxing video of this belt. I am so excited. I've waited a lot longer than I should have for this belt. But I believe it's well worth the wait. I'm going to unbox it for you guys here in a minute. But just very quickly, a quick backstory as to why I got the belt. I've been a fan of JB's work for quite some time now. For many, many years now, he's been very active on Instagram. If you don't know who he is, JB Toys on Instagram. He is a figure collector, memorabilia collector, and also a belt maker. And his resume includes the custom collar and elbow championship for, I believe, OVW, the Villain Enterprise version of the 6-man tag team championships for Ring of Honor, and of course now with the start of the Ring of Honor Pure Championship, because if you haven't known, they're reactivating that division and they're going to crown a new Ring of Honor Pure Championship. JB is the man who made the belt come back to life once again. So if you want to see his work in action right now on TV, check out the Ring of Honor Pure title. Now, I've been a fan of New Japan for a pretty long time, and I've always wanted to get an IWGP replica title. I came across JB on Instagram around the time the IWGP United States Championship was formed and Kenny Omega was the inaugural champion. JB had made a replica of that. He, of course, makes replicas of the other belts in New Japan, as well as WWE, Impact, NXT, Independence, any belt that has ever existed pretty much in wrestling, JB has or will make a replica of. So I've been a fan of his work for a pretty long time. I always said when the money was right, when I would be able to do it, I would get a belt from JB Toys. So lo and behold, a couple of months ago, we got this wonderful thing called the stimulus package. As a matter of fact, I sent the picture of the belt to some people, and I sent it to my mom, actually, and she was like, "Is that a belt?" And I said, "No, it's my stimulus check." And I'm being serious there. That's a shoot. I spent a good chunk of my stimulus check on getting this belt. The reason why I wanted to get this belt was Oh, and by the way, if you haven't figured out yet by now whose name is on the belt, I think it's pretty obvious of who I'm getting or whose name I'm getting on the title. I had to get the honor and privilege of going to Tokyo before the world turned upside down for Wrestle Kingdom. I went out there for close to 2 weeks. It was an absolutely life-changing trip. Everything about it, everything about it was just amazing. And the only thing I can really compare it to is when some people, based on their religious beliefs, there's like this holy trip that they must do. They need to visit this old temple or whatever it might be, this very important historical place for them to kind of feel closer with their beliefs and more in tune with their inner faith. Going to Tokyo, Japan is exactly that for the wrestling fan. It is the ultimate wrestling religious experience, as funny as that sounds, but it is the ultimate bucket list thing to do if you can make that trip at least once in your life. The wrestling culture is absolutely amazing. It is bar none out there. So I had the opportunity to go for Wrestle Kingdom 14, which was a historic 2-night event, as a lot of people know, with the first ever double champion going to be crowned at this Wrestle Kingdom event. That being between the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion and the IWGP Intercontinental Champion. I was going out there, you know who I was rooting for already. I wanted him to take it all by the end of the weekend. I felt so much hurt and pain at Wrestle Kingdom 12 when he lost. And I was just hoping to be there for the event, to be there live. Just hoping and praying, fingers crossed, that Tetsuya Naito would win the IWGP World Heavyweight and IWGP Intercontinental Champion to become the first double champion in New Japan Pro Wrestling history. Lo and behold, he wins, and boy, did I mark out. Like I said, I had so much fun on the trip, experiencing the professional wrestling culture out there in Japan. While I was out there, very quickly, I also got one of these because, of course, it was Jushin Thunder Liger's retirement as well this year. So I got a mask while I was out there. And when I came back, I was just like, if there ever was a time now to get a replica belt, now is that time. Now is the time to get one, and I'm going to get it with my man's name on it, Tetsuya Naito. Going to get the replica belt. Stimulus checks hit up JB Toys, and we made it happen. Now, just getting it now, it did take a little longer than expected, of course, because of everything shutting down and businesses shutting down, and then all the issues with shipping right now in the country. So it did take a little bit longer than I anticipated, but if you are going to go ahead and buy a belt from JB, shouldn't take as long as it took me. And he's very good customer service wise. He always keeps you up to date with what's going on with your order, what part of the process is it at, and he'll send you tracking information when he finally does ship it out, which he did. So JB, kudos to you on the customer service aspect. So I got it, and, like I said, this was many months in the making. I got to go to Tokyo. I got to go to the Tokyo Dome. I got to go to Wrestle Kingdom and be a part of history, which, as you can see, I have the match playing in the background right now. That's Tetsuya Naito versus Kazuchika Okada from night 2. And it was amazing, and I was just like, all right, I'm finally going to get the belt. Can't wait to have it. A couple of months down the line, pain. so much pain. It's pretty funny because I kind of forgot, with all the busyness in the world right now and kind of being busy at work and busy in life in general, almost forgot about the belt. And then it was kind of like evil winning reminded me, and I was just like, wow, like, I'm going to get it with Tetsuya Naito's name on it, and when I do finally get it, it's just going to be a constant reminder that he lost it. But then Summer Struggle happened. He won it back. Joy once again. And now I really could not wait for my replica title. So without further ado, let's see the damn thing. So here it is in all its glory. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of unboxed it already. I had to get a sneak peek. I've been waiting for this for a very long time. Now, I didn't unwrap it. I didn't do anything of that, but I already opened the box because I just couldn't wait to see what this thing looked like. Like I said, JB's reputation precedes him. He's very good at what he does. He is the ultimate professional. I'm gonna take this out of the box here. So this is it. It is heavy. It's got some weight to it. It's wrapped up in bubble wrap, obviously. And then the box itself is also insulated with a bunch of bubble wrap that I already had taken out. So it not only is it well protected, but it doesn't really have much room to move in the box, which is pretty important. Nothing rocking around and getting all messed up. So it's pretty secure. So here's the front. Here's that big main plate. Again, JB, thank you again for your customer service and making sure this thing is packed nice and tight and secure and can't go anywhere and get messed up. This thing's got some weight to it. It's, you know, it's Just kidding, that landed very safely in my bed. I wouldn't dare. All right, enough talking. Let's open this. I've got my very trusty Leatherman tool, pretty sharp knife. Let's get to opening this very carefully. So I'm just gonna, oh, that came off pretty well. That first flap came off pretty well. I'm gonna just gently score this tape that is securing the bubble wrap. Making sure I don't cut into the damn belt. I will be posting pictures on the page. So now that we got it out of the bag, let's enjoy this baby in all its glory and take a look at it. This is, oh man, what a job you guys did. Thank you so much, JB. Freaking love it. It's amazing craftsmanship. Great work. And the best thing about what the services that JB offers is you don't necessarily have to break the bank if you want a really good quality replica. He has ways to budget the title to fit your needs. So you can do certain things such as the plate thickness. Obviously, if you choose the stacked plate option, it's a lot better because the detail comes out. And I'll show you what I mean by stacked plates. You can upgrade to 24 karat gold plating, and you can upgrade to premium soft leather. Even this piece right here, the gold tip on the end of the belt, optional. So you can get it with or without. It all depends on your preference and also what you can afford. JB does a really good job of making these belts as affordable as possible. I mean, it is a really good high quality replica title. It's not cheap. Take it from me, for someone who has tattoos, golden rule: good ain't cheap, cheap ain't good. But even still, if you were looking to buy one of these belts, you do have a few options so that you don't spend as much money as you need to. All depends fitting your budget. So I like that, and I like that about JB. Now let's talk a bit more about the belt. It is heavy, it is nice, I love it. And let's take a look at some of the details here. So taking a look at the back again, you've got, I opted for the gold tip, and then the leather is, as you can see, I'm trying to get a good lighting, the nice textured on the leather. We've got the infamous side plates, which, like I've said before on our hockey episode, the thing that attracts me the most about this title is that it's like the Stanley Cup. If you follow hockey, if you know anything about hockey and you know anything about the Stanley Cup is the championship that it's the grand prize at the end of the year, right? That's the championship that everyone fights for the season. Now, there's only one Stanley Cup, the way there is technically one title. Of course, sometimes they make different versions of it or, change it, but there's only one belt that you can fight for at any given time, right? And in the hockey world, the Stanley Cup, there's actually only one physical trophy, so it gets passed from team to team, but the team that wins and the people that played on that team, their name gets inscribed. So it's kind of like the same thing here, right? You get to see, visually get to see with your own eyes, the history behind the belt. Everyone that's won it. And then I think it's pretty cool because let's say you are a wrestler in Japan and it's your dream to win this title. And maybe there's someone on this belt that you looked up to. You then, you get to strive and you can literally say, I held the same belt that so-and-so held. So let me show you some of these side plates and I'll show what it is I'm talking about for those that might not be familiar. So there's some names there. Some names on that one. That one's completely full. And there. And I'm going to just, again, to kind of dive into the history here. You have Tatsumi Fujinami, Yoshihiro Takayama. You've got Manabu Nakanishi. You've got the names of two of just a short list of foreigners who have won this belt. Bob Sapp, Brock Lesnar. Let's go to the other side to see some names. The godfather of strong style himself, Antonio Inoki. You've got Big Van Vader. You've got Kensuke Sasaki, Scott Norton, Yuji Nagata, Shinsuke Nakamura, Hiroshi Tanahashi, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. So those are some of the names of people who have won the belt, and it has all of their title reigns on the belt. And then, of course, we get to the main event. Now let's talk the main event. That is, of course, this hefty main center plate of the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. And like I said before, you have options. You can get this 24 karat gold plated. If you opt to dish out the extra dough, pretty sure it's gonna look a little bit nicer, but it's also gonna cost you a little bit more. And this is what I meant by, for those that might not understand the terminology, what stacked plating is. So as you can see from that angle, you have this center plate here. This isn't one chunk of metal that then the design is engraved to. This is a main plate, a base plate, and then all these extra pieces, the heavyweight championship, as you can see, the letters IWGP, those pieces are stacked on top of the main plate. So that's where you're going to get the most detail. Instead of it just being engraved or carved into one piece, it's made out of multiple pieces that are then put together. And then, of course, right there, my man, Tetsuya Naito. And that is it. This is the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. And there goes my man, Naito. I'm reliving it, winning it again, once again, from Kazuchika Okada. So this is the belt in all its glory around my waist. It looks amazing. Like I said, I'm going to get some updated photos for you guys on our Twitter and our Instagram, so just stay put and just keep an eye out for that. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed. Absolutely love this piece. I'm so happy to have it. I'm feeling, I mean, look at it. It looks where it just looks damn great on me. I might have to challenge Tetsuya Naito for the real thing, but this will do for now. This is a pretty close reenactment of the real thing. So thank you again, JB Toys, for the phenomenal work. Highly recommend them if you are looking for a replica title. WWE, New Japan, WCW, AEW, Impact. He does it all. Like I said before, if there isn't one that he hasn't done, just run it by him, and I'm pretty sure he's up to the challenge. He's really great. Hope to have him on the show one day, actually. So JB, if you're listening and you're checking it out, hit me up. I would love to have you to talk wrestling belts with you. Phenomenal job, and again, thanks. All right, so that's it for my unboxing / review of the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship by JB Toys. Like I said, phenomenal job, excellent job. Love it, absolutely love it. So excited to have it. But before I sign off for this video, just wanted to take the time out to acknowledge kind of the not so good things going on in the world right now. A lot of the West Coast is unfortunately engulfed in wildfire. Our thoughts and prayers are with anyone that are struggling. If you have it in you, if you can, to help donate to causes that are helping with relief. It's just another thing on top of what's already been a crazy year with the coronavirus. It seems like the only way we're going to get through this crazy year that is 2020 is together. So please, if you can, look out for each other, look out for our brothers in the West Coast right now, and do your part so that one day we can all be together at a wrestling show again. I would love to be at wrestling shows with you guys once again. Maybe I'll bring my title along with me, who knows. But the only way we're going to get there is if you do your part. So please maintain 6 feet, wear a mask, and for the love of God,